The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go.
Alright guys, we're back with another update from the great state of Ohio. So what did we do?
So we did 2 main stops here, and I have to say from my side, I was really excited about coming to Ohio because we were staying in the Dayton, kind of mid-Dayton, Columbus area, and my whole family has lived in Ohio at some point in time. No one's from there, but mom and dad met there, so that's kind of a key important moment. And both of my brothers lived there in college. So I've never been there, Kristen's never been there, so we were kind of excited to see kind of what my family has experienced for a couple of years of all their lives, and so it was fun. Yeah.
So while we were there, we hit up Dayton first, and it was the 4th of July weekend, or the 4th of July week, I guess I should say. And so we did quite a few things while we were in the area.
We did. So the first thing we did was the Dayton Aviation Center.
The heritage site.
The heritage site, that's right. We did the museum area where it talked about Wilbur Wright and
Orville
Wright. And kind of their bicycle shop and their inventions that they made and the press shop and all the stuff that they did. And then you also could go out to the original airfield where they test flew a lot of their flights. Now they did that in North Carolina too, but when they were done in North Carolina, they came back and they did all of their flights and normal flights. And this was the first place where they had like, I think a 30-45 minute air flight time. And that's when they realized they had something. They had cracked it kind of. Well, it's cool to stand where history took place and learning that's something I value.
Really enjoyed too. Yeah. So then also while we were in the Dayton area, we did the fireworks for 4th of July. When you're living on the road, it's always
where are we going?
Where are we going? What are we doing? And especially around the holiday season, for like the 4th of July, where are the best fireworks? So
yeah, because you have no idea.
You have no idea. You know, it's kind of one of those things that you learn as you go. Dayton had a fantastic, spectacular fireworks show. So we drove downtown. We didn't stay in the main area where all the people were, but we found like a side road off where. That's how
we usually do it. We find a little side farm road somewhere. This was actually like the
industrial
warehouse district. Yeah, and it was just where we could see the fireworks coming out of the stadium, I guess is where they were shooting.
I don't know where they were going. But
great view.
It was awesome. I mean, they were some of the best ones that we've ever seen.
Yeah, windows rattling. It was
really
cool.
awesome. From Dayton, we also stopped in Columbus. So we stayed still in our campsite.
We camped like right in between Dayton and Columbus.
So we were able to hit the Columbus Zoo, which was really important to us because we've heard great things about the Columbus Zoo. And it was blazing hot when we went.
We're from Texas, and I can tell you it was hot.
It was hot. So much that the little zoo keepers were walking around with like little, backpack misters, spraying guests and stuff.
It was hot. Even the camels had to take a break.
Even the camels had to take a break. It was too hot for the camels.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun, and we really enjoyed our day. It was a full day activity. So if you're doing the Columbus Zoo, I'd highly recommend it, but schedule a whole day for it.
And we could have done the water park. We didn't know it was there. But there's a water park that's attached. It would have been a long day.
It would have been a long day.
Maybe that's a 2-day thing. But very cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Today we are at the Columbus Zoo.
You're keeping me on. Yeah, I'm strapped in. Stuck in a song. You can't turn off. Like a merry-go-round. My head is spinning. I see you rapping about. I'm sure as hell not. 'Cause in my mind we're smiling on the dance floor.
Okay, go. There's no.
So our campsite there was our first no, it wasn't a
No,
thousand trails.
it was an RCI site. If you're interested in kind of like a membership or like a seasonal, RCI is pretty, they're okay. The campsites are average, lots of seasonal.
Lots of seasonals.
We kind of ran into a lot of old grumpy people at this one, so I can't say I recommend it, but what's really cool about it was up against a ton of cornfields, big cornfields. So I took the drone and you could just fly all over these things. It was super neat to get all the lines and the sunsets all from the corn.
And also get a nice, stereotypical 4th of July family photo in front of the cornfields.
Yeah, it was fun.
So that was
good
a good Midwest stop for us.
Yeah, so we drove to the north side of Ohio and to the only national park in Ohio.
No, it's not the only national park. It's the only one we did, though.
Yeah.
And, outside of the heritage site. And that is the Cuyahoga River Valley, or the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. And gorgeous. It's all nature.
Yeah.
It's all about the culture of the canal system that goes through or went through Ohio at its time, at its peak.
I didn't even know that existed.
And it's basically the canals that went from the Atlantic all the way through the Great Lakes and into the Ohio River Valley.
It talked about all the locks that were there.
The lock system.
It talked about boat building and how the boats were made back in the 1800s. And the importance of the shipping industry for shipping.
for that whole area. But that was a lot of fun. And then also there were kind of 2 key sites that they had told us about that the park rangers had mentioned.
These were more like nature focused.
Nature focused. Yeah. And one was called the Brandywine Falls, which was a waterfall.
Cool.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was a waterfall that provided hydroelectric power for...
Jesus.
Goodness gracious.
Why do people have trucks that are so loud?
So the Brandywine Falls was the waterfall that provided the hydroelectric power for that area. And it was a beautiful waterfall. You could go see it on 3 different levels.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. The kids liked going from the very, very tip top to the mid-range down to the lower. And
that place would be a very good place to go in the fall with all the leaf colors
changing. Yeah, with
changing.
all the colors changing.
Yeah, that would be neat.
That would be a really beautiful sight.
But it was gorgeous in the summer.
Then the next one that we did was the ledges, and the ledges were basically you walk through the forest and you get to kind of this cliffy area. It's not really major cliffs or anything.
Hence the ledge term.
Yeah, but they're big boulders that just kind of stop. And so you can walk out on the boulders, and then if you walk down along the boulders, you can eventually get down onto the ground level and then walk through them. And that's where we kind of...
Oh, and you had to like duck and crawl. It's kind of cave-like, but you can still see the sky.
Yeah, but we hitched onto a ranger-led walk for that. So we learned a lot of information about the ledges and kind of the area in general. Those are always great.
Yeah, and then you found like cool things that people were carving heads in for money, counterfeit purposes. Lots of cool things.
Lots of different things.
It's just a really pretty nature site, and it was busy.
It was busy.
I think we hit it like on some weird weekend. It was busy though.
It's a great park to go and bike. So if you are a biker or even a hiker, it's a really great park for you.
And then the final thing in Ohio is just I want to mention the campsite we were at. Was really pretty. It was called Woodside Lake, I think.
Yeah.
And it was a real like going summer camp like feel. I mean, with hay rides, and then they had their own fireworks show on Saturday night or whatever. It was a great fireworks show. It was included. You just from your RV grabbed your little blanket you wanted to sit on. You walked to the little pond and you got to watch fireworks.
Yeah,
it was super cool.
It was a family-owned campground, and they treated everybody as if they were extended family. So you really felt included and you felt welcome.
Yeah.
And I almost didn't want to leave, but we knew we had to leave.
Yeah,
so
gotta move on.
We had to. It's always a.
But I mean, you'll see like we got cool drone shots of where they like the RV was like tucked away in this little cove, and it's nowhere close to all of the spots. But but it was a really nice kind of hidden spot. It did pour rain while we were there.
It did just a little bit, but it's kind of the story of our lives.
I think it's rained in every RV site we've been to so
Yeah,
far.
it has. So anyway, so that was a great campsite. Highly recommend if you're in the area for especially the 4th of July, and I'm sure in the fall they have other activities.
I'm sure you're around that place is great.
Yeah, and so I would highly recommend it. Woodside Lake in Ohio.
Well, that's it for Ohio.
Yeah, that's it.
So our trajectory is up to the Niagara Falls area and then over to Maine. And so we're going to keep you guys up to date kind of as that trip continues and share all the fun stuff we're doing.
Yep.
So, well, we will see you guys in the next video.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye.